Hey guys, it's me Nico. I'm back for another episode. We're out here on the moped today for a quick 2-hour lunchtime session. So let's begin. We're gonna first order from a nearby restaurant. Let's go there now. Alright guys, and we're on the move. Our first stop of the day is gonna be Mahalo, a little vegan restaurant here on the Kings Hill Island. So as you can see, summer is officially here. I think today's June 10th, 11th, I'm not sure, but we are definitely in the summer season. It's looking fantastic. I'm back from my summer vacation actually. Had a nice little time off. Spent a couple of days over in Croatia actually, and yeah, really enjoyed my stay there. This is my third session back at work. Yeah, actually the first 2 days were kind of a little bit difficult because of the weather. Yesterday there was a thunderstorm. I was working during lunchtime just like we are right now. And yeah, things got a little bit wet there for a second, you know. Today though, things are looking up. It's nice and sunny. There are some clouds over there in the distance. I'm not sure if you can see, but judging by the radar picture, they're not supposed to come terribly close to us. So let's hope for the best here. If we stay dry, I stay nice and happy. And if we get wet, then, you know, what can you do? Bring an umbrella next time, I guess. So there seems to be a situation here. Let's get onto the side street here instead and away from all the action. We are really close to the restaurant here. I think it's on the street next to us, on the left side there. So let's swing over and try and find it. I don't think I've been here before. This might be my first time visiting this spot right here. Oh, here it is actually. Mahalo with the pink, you know, matching pink everything here. Very nice. What should I do with the parking? I'm not quite sure. Jump on the sidewalk here real quick. So I'm not sure if there's like a police pursuit in progress or what, but you know, definitely a lot of activity here. Anyway, in the app here, it says that the order is ready, and that's all I care about. So let's head inside and see what we can find here. I think that might be us right there. All right, and we are back outside. Actually, I was thinking about this. Yesterday, it wasn't just the rain. Like, yesterday was a little bit tough. It wasn't just the rain, the thunderstorm. There was a couple more things. Like, I had a helmet on me. Just like I do now. And this strap right here was not working. The thing is, if the strap is not working, the police guys right there can fine you like $250. And so the strap would hold, you know, like it was a little bit stressful there. On top of that, you know, I was working on one of these mopeds in addition to the fleet. So those are like unpainted, unprepared. You know, we have this box right here to store the food while delivering. The box wasn't there, so I had like a backpack on me, but I also have, you know, this backpack on me for my personal items. And so I was like strapped up with like multiple backpacks as if I was traveling like cross country there around the world. So a lot of stuff happening yesterday, and it was a little bit stressful. So hopefully today it'll be nice and relaxing here, which it typically is, you know. All right, and away we go. 70% of the battery here, and we're gonna be out for about 2 hours today. So we might be able to power through without recharging until the very end. We'll see how it goes. This is a typical site here in the city. During lunchtime, you know, big trucks reversing right in the middle of the street. You know, the direct path was the road that we were on just now, but I want to take off to the side street here and kind of get away from some of the traffic if possible, and also the traffic lights, of course. This road right here should get us into a nice little flow state, and that's exactly what we want, you know. When you're having fun out here, when it's dynamic, when you're on the move, it's a great feeling. So yeah, not terribly hot today, about up to 18 degrees Celsius. Look at this, we got a lot of heavy equipment here, you know. I'm just gonna, you know, take it easy here, make sure everybody has the space. Make sure I don't have the, you know, the crate there dropped on my head. That would not be terribly pleasant, I gotta tell you. Yeah, let's roll past here. I think we're clear. Follow my colleague, I think he knows what he's doing, so I'm gonna let him lead the way here. We're clear through this crossing, and we're about 2 minutes away from the drop-off point for our very first order of today's session. So far it seems lovely. You know, sometimes you come in on a Monday, today's a Tuesday, Sometimes you come in on Monday and it's there's like a lot of traffic, a lot of things happening. Today so far looking pretty chill out here, you know, pretty nice. And the 2 hours, they kind of fly by very quickly. You know, you drop off 1, 2, 3 orders and another couple afterwards, and then you're kind of done. At that point, it's kind of time to go home. So yeah, let's see how today plays out. I think number 15 might be our lucky combination here. There is right there, not sure what it is, a vegan something. Golden glow and a loco. I'm not sure what that is, but you know, sounds good. Alright guys, and that's our first order complete. Up next, we're heading over to Greasy Spoon, about a block away. And this is another restaurant that kind of specializes in vegan, you know, desires there. So these guys have a couple of locations in the city, and they're not always on time, but you know, this is a new location, I think. And so let's see how it plays out. Alright, so just around the corner here on the right should be the spot. I think it's the one with the egg there, maybe? Alright, we're gonna find a place to park somewhere. Alright, so this order here includes pancakes, breakfast burrito, and a cappuccino. The cappuccino is making me nervous, I'm not gonna lie guys. Hopefully it stays intact, but you never know. The order's delayed by 4 minutes, but maybe it's gonna be ready soon. Let's check it out. Hey Fedora, 22. I'm not sure if you can see guys, but I really hope it's not one of these, you know, tops there with the, like, guys, back in the days, McDonald's used to have these plastic tops with the hole on top, and they used those very same tops for deliveries. I'm not sure if anything's changed or if they start to put a sticker on those, but it had a 100% spillage rate. So I hope that they got the things, you know, figured out here. Let's see how it goes. Just like that. Alright, so wish me luck guys. It's a paper cup, paper top on the cup. We got the suspension right there. Maybe if we slow down over the bumps, maybe it'll stay intact. It's a bit of a gamble here, not gonna lie guys. Let's hope for the best. We're not going terribly far, and maybe we can keep things under control here. Let's cut through this little green park right here. To be honest, we'll be arriving at the customer in 3 minutes or less. Just up ahead, this is going to be the location. We're going to be looking for entrance number 15. Just going to get across the road here somehow. There's a split in the traffic, so let's make a dash for it. Alright, where could it be? Number 15. I think it's going to be on the left side here. 13B and 15 should be up next. I think it's that entrance with the stone formation right there. Very cool. Alright, let's take a look inside here. Hopefully everything is good. Yeah, looking beautiful out here, guys. Look at the dryness of this bag right there. Holy, it's like we've been to the Sahara Desert, you know, with this bag right here. That's how dry it is. All right, customer tells us to call them. Let's give it a shot here. Hey, Tricia.
Yes.
Sådär. Alright. Alright, cool guys. Phil's Burger up next. That's it up the hill, to our left, and yeah, I mean this location here is about a block away. So Phil's Burger on the King's Hill here. I've been picking up from this location for years, guys, and you know, it's one of my favorite spots. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that the atmosphere is very chill. Like, people are friendly. I don't know, they're very neutral. Like, no matter what happens, if the food is late or early, everybody's just like super chill and very pleasant to work with, you know? Alright, cool. Phil's Burger is just past this crossing. In fact, it's right there with the green coloring, you know? I was about to say that we're here a little bit early, but it turns out that pickup time was 2 minutes ago. I don't see the green button here on my screen, so I'm not sure if the food is ready. Let's go and talk to the staff and find out. Hey, Fedora 99. So yeah. Alright, and that's pretty much as simple as it gets, don't you guys think? Want a little doggy bag of food? let's go ahead and deliver this order here. Next drop-off location is between Burger City and the Pipe Beach. Very cool names here, you know, I like those a lot. But to get there, all we have to do is keep going straight, turn right, and there's going to be a nice little bridge that we have to cross because, as always, we are island hopping here today. We'll pass through the big crossing there, but there's a couple more traffic lights up ahead, as you can see. This one is clearing up. Guys, can you see that? I like the vibe right there. The little Porsche Spider out in the sunshine, I like that. Gonna wait this one out and we'll be on the move. Right, so this is the bridge that I was talking about. It can get a little bit windy here. I remember being on the other side there. I was overtaking somebody in front of me, like I was here, there was somebody here, I was here on the other side. And I was overtaking them, and as soon as I passed the building, a huge gust of wind came in from the side and literally pushed me out to the road. Thankfully there was nobody behind me, but that was kind of scary, you know. Alright, and we are getting a nice green light. At the moment, we are 3 blocks away from the customer. The thing is that during summertime, this street is converted into a walking street up ahead, but it's still fairly early on in the day here, so it doesn't look terribly crowded. So I think we can scoot through there, no problem. As you can see here, the street is lined with restaurants, and in the summertime, they put out their, you know, outdoor seating here. In the evening time, this becomes a lively little location here. One of the few in Stockholm, to be honest. I think there's 3 walking streets in total, but they're nice places to go to, you know. There's the entrance right there, a little bit further up ahead. Hej, väntar du på beställning?
Andreas.
Perfect. Alright, the customer actually met us at the entrance there, very nice. Up next, guys, is Bread and Salt, a little bakery location, about 5 minutes away. Let's just reverse course here, head back through this little walking street. Not sure what time it is now, but it's kind of getting close to lunchtime, so interesting that it's so empty. I would expect more people to be here, but maybe it's not a business zone. Not sure. Or maybe it's just because it's summertime. There it is right there, black on white. And let's park up over here. We're picking up a prawn salad, prawn and cashew salad, and a club sandwich. Club sandwich sounds really nice right now, guys. I would not mind going for one of those myself, to be honest. Alright, let's see. It's pickup time. Let's head inside, speak with the staff, and see if we can get going. Alright, guys, so it's a bakery, but they do have a selection of, you know, typical stuff that you would find. But also over in this section, there's a pizza selection with burgers and bacon. I would not expect to see bacon at a bakery store, but there it is right there in front of our very eyes. You know. Anyway, the staff told us about 1 minute left to go. Just like, yeah. All right, here we go. The order is picked up. The weather is lovely, except for like what's happening over there, guys. I'm not sure, but like we saw some clouds over there earlier, and they're still there. And it kind of looks like they're getting close. I'm not sure. Like, is it just me, guys? Like, it's kind of looking like it's getting close there. But hopefully, we'll stay dry. All right, gonna be heading actually in that direction over the bridge. And like I said, last time, there was one time here where I was just like this trying to overtake somebody. And it was a little bit windy. But as soon as you pass this building right there on the corner, like a gust of wind kind of shows up out of nowhere. So we gotta be really careful here. Definitely looking a little bit cloudy in that direction. My beeper is not working, guys. My beeper is not working, I gotta say. Not sure if you can see, but down there is the beeper button, the horn. It's not doing much right now. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is our turn right here. Let's get up the hill, turn right, and I actually cannot remember which entrance we're looking for. Maybe it was number 15. It's kind of difficult to remember those little numbers right there. 62, which is right there on our side. Okay, a very different style elevator than what we're used to see. Oh, look at that. It seems like a custom solution almost. Up to the 3rd floor. The one thing is that you're not expecting this little drop right there, so I almost stumbled, you know, walking out of there. All right, our next stop is gonna be Eat Nam in Oden's Square. This is a Vietnamese style place. We've been there a couple of times already, I think, on this channel here. All right, so we're merging onto Oden's street, and we're gonna keep heading in this direction for a couple more blocks, but we seem to be getting pretty lucky here with some of the traffic lights, so it might not take as long as I expected. As you can see over there, but plenty of people gathered. Okay, here we are actually Eat Nam. I think we can park right here, guys. I think this is the perfect spot for us. We got 2 orders and the pickup time was 4 and 5 minutes ago. And hopefully it's one of those right there. Hey Fodora, 75, 76.
Ja, 76 här, 85, 76.
Alright, so I feel like it's been going pretty well with the waiting times and whatnot. We're keeping ourselves pretty mobile here and staying active. Next drop-off point is coming up in about a block. And as you guys saw, we have 2 orders with us, so one of the 2 is going to be getting dropped off here, and we'll see where the next one is going. On the map, this kind of looks like our spot. 74 in front of us there. Alright, looks like we're in. A lot of doors here. Alright guys, and up next wow. That is not a sunshine and rainbows, that is just rain up ahead. I'm not sure if we're gonna get hit by that cloud right there, but it's definitely, you know, fairly close here. Not sure what's going on, but hopefully the weather stays under control here. Yeah, not sure if I mentioned this, but we are dropping off to the Foodora office, which is on the King's Hill, and so we're gonna head this way to line ourselves up with a little bridge crossing, and then from there, you know, it's easy. Cutting through some back streets, we're going to be passing by the hospital on our left side, and this road right here will take us to towards the bridge. Yeah, I mean, we're only here for the next 40 minutes, so even if we do get hit by the rain, I guess we don't have to suffer for too long. That's the upside right there. To be honest, I've kind of had enough of the rain already. Past 2 days were a little bit tough with the thunderstorm. And guys, even on my vacation in Croatia, like, I got hit by the rain there too. Like, I'm kind of done with the whole, you know, cloud cover situation here. Not gonna lie, just want to stay nice and dry here, guys. If you look at the contrast between the right and the left side, I mean, there's quite a big difference here, guys. But at least for now, over here where we are on our little patch of land here, it's perfectly sunny. I mean, you know. Like, I don't know if you can see this, guys. Like, it's blue skies. I'm getting suntan, you know, slowly, and you know, feeling great. Okay, the Foodora office is in this direction. I think it's this one right here, is it not? Number 20? I think it might be. All right, and seeing as we only have a single order with us, we'll just bring the bag on its own. Alright, and all you do is leave the food. Alright guys, our next pickup point is right inside of this building here. I think I'll just walk over there. We'll grab our delivery bag just to make it a little bit simpler. Pickup time is right now, and I have a green button right here saying that the order is good to go. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's get going. So, a bit of an interesting scenario here. We're being sent off to the South Island, which is where the customer lives, which is great. The thing is that over in that direction is exactly where the clouds are kind of happening with the rain and stuff, so not sure how it's going to go down, but I guess the path is already set and there's nothing left to do but to twist the throttle here, so let's do that. Alright, so I think it's going to be a fairly enjoyable ride. We'll swing off to the left side here, cruise by the river of sorts, and you know, enjoy the sights and sounds. We might even see a couple of little boats, you know, cruising past. That's kind of nice. As you can see right here, a very chill little area. I kind of like this spot right here quite a lot. So we're coming up on the City Hall here, just in front of us. At this crossing, we'll be swinging left and continuing towards the Old Town, and then from there, the South Island. As you can see, great views, but they're kind of getting literally clouded by the atmosphere here, you know? That right there is a Swedish high-speed train. Not sure how fast it goes, but I think it gets from coast to coast in maybe 5 hours. Doesn't sound too bad. So that right there on our right hand side, it's not a very touristy place, but it has a lot of these, you know, old school buildings or whatnot. From what I've read up, it's basically the place where the court is, you know, judges and stuff. That's where it all happens. So it has a bit of a more serious tone compared to some of the other locations here in the city. You're still free to walk about on that little island there, but you're not quite getting the same vibe as you would here, for example, in the Old Town. Typically, it just looks a little bit desolate, and you know, there's not any shops there or anything. It's all business. Alright, so I have not recorded for a month, and if you can see, there's been a bit of an update here. You know, they've opened up this whole area here, brand new, factory new zone here. Looks pretty nice, and I think what we're doing is we're turning left to head up the Golden Bridge there. Today's actually my first time visiting this area here, so I'm not sure how the connections all work. Like if you're coming in from one side to get to the other side, maybe there's a new way around that you have to take. I'm not really sure. I could do a little bit more exploring so I don't get lost on a fast delivery mission or something. But for now, we're getting our bearings here and we are set to go. About 70% of the way there towards the customer, and looking good so far. Alright, look at this, headed uphill, and I think we have plenty of battery to make it all the way to the top. Things are looking a little bit cloudy here. There's maybe 20 minutes left to today's session, but I don't think we're gonna get caught in a mega thunderstorm or anything. Yeah, just some clouds, nothing to worry about, I don't think. Alright, let's get this order dropped off, and we might have one more or two more in store. You know, without the sunshine, it's feeling a little bit chilly right now. All throughout May, we had amazing weather and temperatures. You know, sunshine every single day for 3 weeks straight, with temperatures at about, I don't know, 24 degrees Celsius, I guess. And then as we stepped into June here, the temperatures dropped, more rain came in, and you know, like I said, it's about 18 degrees, maybe 17 right now Celsius, so not terribly hot. Alright, this is our street here. Let's try and merge with the traffic, and we'll keep going straight, and if we have time at this traffic light, I'm gonna check and see which entrance we're looking for. Right, so we're pretty much here. Past this crossing on the left side will be our drop-off point, and that truck right there is the students celebrating their graduation. So what happens is they rent these trucks, get on board, play some tunes, and I don't know, get rowdy, you know. Alright, 65, the entrance that we're looking for is on the left side there. There's a lot of traffic though, so I think we might go to the you know, traffic light there, turn around, and then do a little U-turn. Okay, here we go. We're finally here. Let's go down the elevator. And I think it's actually my very first time delivering to this address, you know. I've delivered to like entrances to the left and the right, but this is my first time seeing this specific one right here. Alright guys, this drop off is complete. Our next stop is going to be La Nieta with 14 minutes left to go. It's a place with some Mexican cuisine, you know. It's right over here in this direction. We'll be there in about a minute. Okay, it says it on my screen here. The delivery is ready for pickup. It's going to be number 39. Hey, is that the new?
Yes, Fredrik.
Okay. Alright guys, with 9 minutes left to go, I can kind of see myself maybe dropping this off very quickly and getting one more order, but we'll have to wait and see. For now, we'll just try and make it towards the customer as fast as possible. And here on the South Island, as you guys know, typically the orders are kind of like right next to each other almost. So this one right here, you know, 5 blocks away, but we'll be there in 5 minutes, I guess. And we're also taking the long way somewhat because, you know, there was a one-way street in our path. So we're gonna have to go around that one. So whether we get one more order or not, we are really close to a battery station. And so we'll swap before returning the moped here, and that'll be nice and efficient, you know, use of our time here. Very cool. All right, we are 3 blocks away from the customer. This is our street coming up here right now. Let's swing over to the right side. Somewhere up ahead, 46 just behind us, 44 right here, and 42 is up next. Let's just find a way to park the bike. Should be perfectly fine, kind of right here. And we're left with 5 minutes to drop this off and maybe get one more order going for us. Alright, it took us 1 minute exactly to drop this off, and we got one more order from Omaima. Never been there before, gonna be a new experience here. Okay, pickup time is in 7 minutes, so before we head there, I'm gonna head over to the battery swap station and change out the battery to a freshly charged one. Okay, and the battery swap station is just up ahead. Okay, so with the battery at 100%, let's go ahead and check out this new Omaima place. I've never heard of it before, so I'm guessing newly opened just for the summer season here at the south of Sweden Street. I mean, as soon as I saw the garbage truck, I knew that probably not the best route to be on. So we'll try and get around the commotion. So guys, if you remember, we're on a walking street full of restaurants and outdoor seating in a different part of the city, and I mentioned there was 3 walking streets in the city. This is another one of those 3. Another, lively area here in Stockholm. So once I want to sit down and relax, could be a good little location here. So I don't think this is a new place, but I think they've newly signed up to contract with Foodora. Let's see how friendly they are. Pickup time was a minute ago. They've done 558 orders so far, so I guess they're not that new. Hey, Foodora 58.
Precis, är det 558?
Ja.
Då har vi den.
That's what you have.
Tack så mycket. Menade jag.
Alright, and as you guys saw, the staff was super friendly and very nice. So this is going to be the final delivery for today. Let's try and get our bearings here. If we start heading this direction, we might end up at the right spot. Alright, some construction happening here, but we're not affected because this is our drop-off point right there. That's the entrance. And we'll be headed up to the 5th floor. Alright guys, and that's our final stop for today. It's time to return the moped right here back to its original location. But before we do, let's check out some stats and see how well we did today. Alright guys, the view's gonna be blocked by the fence here, but we're still out here. Let's take a look at the final stats for today. Total time spent out here is 2 hours and 26 minutes. In that time, we've earned ourselves 402 Swedish crowns at a rate of 165 Swedish crowns per hour. Yeah, pretty good actually. So I'm pleased with that. I think it was a nice little session out here. Good weather, good vibes, and I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Thank you so much for watching. More episodes coming soon. Stay tuned. Hope to see you in the next one. Until then, peace out. Bye-bye.